Who is your first pick in the customer success draft? I thought he was going to try to draft a team owner, and pandemonium would just break out.
Okay, all right. And so
it's like trying to draft Jerry Jones.
You're listening to the Daily Stand-Up by Lifetime Value. Consider this your daily dose of new ideas, fresh perspectives, and or hot takes as they relate to the worlds of customer success, post-sales, or whatever the hell we're calling it these days, and where we ask each guest one simple question. What's on your mind?
No, but I can't. Yeah.
What's up, lifers, and welcome to the Daily Stand-Up, where we're giving you fresh, new customer success ideas every single day. I've got my man JP here. JP, do you want to say hi?
What's up? What's up?
I've got Rob here. Rob, do you want to say hi?
What's going on, everybody?
And I am your host. I am the draft pick nobody thinks should have gone that high of customer success.
Wow.
My name is Dillon Young. Do you like that? Self-deprecation at its best,
that's
baby.
Good.
And it is apropos because this is another three-way conversation where we are going to do our best appropriate version of the Dave Chappelle draft in honor of the 2024 NFL draft, which started yesterday evening. So now you know when we're recording this. We're going to do our own version of the draft. We're going to draft from the customer success and adjacent spaces. Do I have any volunteers for going first?
I have the first pick of the draft. You know,
JP has the first pick in the draft. That means you're the biggest loser. Do you know what that means?
Right.
You know,
yeah, I'm a minority owner. I think
we got to announce you, man. We got to be like, with the first pick in the custom
we do not have a Roger Goodell in this scenario, so you're going to have to be your own Roger Goodell. Put on your clown nose.
Yeah, we definitely should talk Roger Goodell all day.
JP, as the Chicago Bears, who is your first pick in the customer success draft?
All right, well, if we're talking about people in the space that I follow, that I really like their content, overall just think that they're the greatest thing, it's Carly Agar. That's for me.
Yeah,
she
you
does
like
a ton of stuff with helping people to find jobs. She's taught pavilion courses I've done with her. She's just very knowledgeable, really knows her stuff, and is just a kind and personable human being. You know, I don't ever sense any sort of, what's the word? When somebody sort of puts on air, like I don't sense any of that from her. I feel like
no ulterior motive. She's pretty pure, right. And like what she's doing is from the heart, and yeah.
So even though she sells, even like a lot of people I know we see in the space, they sell stuff. Like she does have stuff for sale, but she does a ton of stuff for free. She has a lot of stuff for free, so I'm going with Carly.
She's awesome. All right, Carly Agar is off the board. She is the number one draft pick. I don't think I was I should have been expecting that, but I wasn't. So, Rob, you're up.
Can I trade back to the second round? Because I got so many names.
No.
We don't really have that much time, my friend.
I said a name. I
just have so many people that I'm a fan of. Look, we're lucky to be in this space in customer success. So, with the second overall pick,
kumbaya.
With the second overall pick in the 2024 customer success lifetime value draft, the Rob Zambito New York Jets select Alex Turkovich. I'm gonna go with Alex.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I should have traded up.
I should have traded up, man. Look, Alex.
Love Alex.
Alex is one of those people who I look at and I'm like, this guy changes the way I think about customer success, and that's a cool thing. I feel like every time I think about customer success engagements myself, I sort of try to break initiatives down into three buckets. I think about your people ops, I think about your customer ops, and your RevOps. So do you have the right people, the right seats, the right KPIs, the right interdepartmental relationships? And then for customer ops, do you have delightful customer experiences and the right models around your customer experiences, like a voice of the customer program and a customer advisory board and that kind of thing? And then the third bucket around RevOps is, I think, one of the areas that customer success teams could really level up in. And that's where there are a ton of digital engagement strategies that prop up a customer success org that then proliferate to those other buckets around like customer ops and people ops. My point is to say, Alex is, to me, the person who knows the most about that third bucket around RevOps. And if you don't have that third bucket, it's like having a two-legged stool. Like the thing's going to fall over. So Alex, he's also a very kind person, very helpful,
He is.
very thoughtful, and
Great voice, by the way. He's
great voice. Yeah.
All right. So just to remind everybody, we're on the clock here. There's a brevity piece to this. So Rob, I'd like next time for your love letter to be 1 paragraph maximum. All right. So the Jets chose to put Alex in forever purgatory on a team that will never do anything. That's a goddamn shame.
Damn.
All right. So
Damn
I'm up
shame.
next.
He's the Zach Wilson of the modern era.
Oh, wow. God.
Oh, gosh,
That's not fair.
that's so harsh.
All right, I'm up, and I'm gonna throw you guys for a loop. So this is a guy I met kind of like randomly. He was on the first season when I was running the podcast by myself. But first of all, this dude is a vibe. He's got the coolest sunglasses. He drives a convertible. He's heavy on his TikTok game. But he's also like, he's an older gentleman, and I think his approach to everything is super cool. It's very, very narrow. He stays in his lane. And so with the third overall pick in the 2024 Customer Success Draft, I'm going with the Vibe Master, Bob London.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I love Bob.
Okay.
Bob is so cool. So I already explained the whole thing. This is how you do brevity, Rob. Maybe take some notes. And so we're going to go back around. And so, Rob, actually, you're back up.
For what?
Round 2, bro.
We're doing round 2? Oh, boy. Oh, so we're doing a snake draft?
It's a snake. Yeah, come on.
Just one round. Come on.
Yeah. Well, no, then you go again, Dillon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, no, I can. Oh, man, I don't really like anybody else.
I know,
No,
right?
I'm kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding.
why don't we switch from people to
Concepts.
product?
Ooh, product.
Yeah, well, I think
product's good.
I think you guys can do what you want. I think I might stick to people. I follow a ton of people in the space, and I really like hearing other people's opinions. Personally, I'm not sitting in the seat, so I'm not using a ton of products today. Yeah. Oh, yeah, JP, you knew that, didn't you?
You used them in the past, though. You used them in the
just
past.
give me that W-2 spanking. That's what you just gave me. Anyway, so I would like to draft the person in the space who I think is has the most valuable tactical advice that I've seen. Now, this is a person I've never even personally spoken to, but I think that the information that she provides is super valuable, and it kind of cuts through the BS of like, well, the top 5 ways to blah, blah, blah. And it's a lot more like, this is how I've done things, and I've seen the results, blah, blah, blah. So with the 4th overall pick in the 2024 Customer Success Draft, I am choosing Daphne Costa Lopez.
I knew you were going to pick. That sounded like Daphne.
I like Daphne a lot. I like Daphne a lot. I think she's doing really good stuff for the community. And so with that, Rob, you're up.
All right. Had to give this one some thought. I'm on the clock. So my draft selection is leaning towards not just picking an individual, but a person who brings a whole community with them. That's where there's a lot of power, right? So someone who doesn't necessarily have to be the one who's the thought leader, but the one who brings the thought leaders together and creates thought leaders out of people who didn't otherwise know they were thought leaders, helps them find their insights and their voice. So with the 5th overall pick in the 2024 Lifetime Value Customer Success Draft, I'm going to pick my friend, Lauren Salanitro. She's a bright mind in customer success. She has a background in partnerships and then moved into customer success. And she's been building this community, Women of Customer Success, that spans different countries, different continents, and has a lot of little local chapters. And you want to talk about an organization that is helping people find their place in the customer success world. This is one of them. So I got to give it to Lauren.
Very
I'm
cool.
laughing because I saw Dillon's timer face.
No, not even. No, you know what that was? It sounded like he was talking about me.
He was digesting.
I thought he was going to try to draft a team owner, and pandemonium would just break out.
Okay, all right. And so
it's like trying to draft Jerry Jones.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I thought of that at some point. Okay. All right. Look. All right. So it's the final draft pick.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with a community, and I know I'm part of a couple, so none of y'all be mad, but I'm gonna go with CS Insider. The reason I'm going with CS Insider is because I feel like there's a lot of great people that work with them. Of course, like Brandon and Ashna who founded it, and I think that they have the mixers and they have like all this stuff. Like a lot of people, even the people we named previously, have probably worked in some capacity with CS Insider, and they also gave me a chance as a young up and comer to come work with them to be more involved. So I'm going to say CS Insider as a community pick. If I could pick again, I'd pick more people, but.
They're like the customer success Avengers. Like when you look at the list of people.
That's true.
So I guess that makes Brandon Tony Stark.
Brandon would be Tony Stark. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Right on.
No.
That's a good pick. Everybody knows CS Insider. That's our time, boys. I wish we could have gotten to the third round. That's when it really gets spicy, right? Once you get to Saturday. Is that when it starts? Saturday is the third round?
Yeah. Because today is
And that's when we can swear more.
We should do a Mr. Irrelevant or Mrs. Irrelevant pick.
See, but that's hateful, Rob. We don't want to be hateful.
Look at Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is a legend. He's someone who's an underdog.
That's our time, folks. Thanks so much for listening again to the three of us just goofing off. We'll see you next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to The Daily Stand-Up by Lifetime Value. Please note that the views expressed in these conversations are attributed only to those individuals on this recording and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of their respective employers. For all inquiries, please reach out via email to Dillon@lifetimevaluemedia.com. Find us on YouTube @Lifetime Value and find us on the socials @Lifetime Value Podcast. Until next time.
Hey folks, it's Dillon here. Thank you for tuning in as always. Now I've got a favor to ask of you. If you've made it this far, hopefully it means you like what we're doing with our program. So I'm asking you to please give this a like and a follow or a subscribe and leave a comment too. Your likes and your follows and your subscriptions, they allow us to keep doing what we're doing and reach a larger audience. Your comments help us make sure that we're making the best content for you. Best of all, it's free besides a few moments of your time. Thank you again for following along and we'll see you next time.